A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Herb's coming!
Get ready, boys.
Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge.
Kill that stupid son of a bitch!
So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil.
God damn, he's hard to hit! Okay, now you're really pissing me off. That ain't Earp, is it?
Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
Die, damn it! That enough? It's you or me?
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the Cowboys identified each other, and I was beginning to wish I had one myself.
Time to die!
But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed, and that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Put some holes in him!
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal? Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
This is gonna hurt.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot. Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack. Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Time to die. Yeah, you know you can't. Show 'em how to. Can't believe you keep missing him. Sorry, son of a bitch. Gotcha. Ah, you little son of a bitch. You ain't beating me, boy! Time to... You gonna need a cat? Blame him. Look out! Ah! This is too good for him. There he is. And you shoot him. Shoot, I dare you. Keep shooting. I don't mind.
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
Bueno, no me había fijado, perdón. Ahí estaba hablando como güey. Pero bueno. Pero gracias de todos modos por avisarme, güey. Ya, espero que ya se escuche bien. No me había fijado, fíjate. Y es de las cosas que se tienen que checar primerín. No, ese no. No. Combos más largos. Simón. Otro más. Oh, pues no que tenía. Ahora sí ya se escuchó. Gracias. Gracias, güey. Porque la neta. Ni me había fijado, güey. Ha de haber dicho Nora ahorita que me saludó y que la saludé. Dijo, no, ya no me quiere hablar o algo. Pero no, está con el micro apagado.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Ay, se van a armar los madrazos aquí bien sabrosón. Derrota a Curly Bill.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Time to dance with the devil. Wherever you working for Wyatt Earp?
No lo veo.
Some bitch Earp send you to kill
Ya
me?
lo vi.
Shit. Did that some bitch Earp send you to kill me? Get him, boys. Damn. This ain't my
Ah, no va a matar. Hasta la neta.
What the heck just happened? Oh, wanna play hide and seek? Hope you make your peace, brother.
Ay, ¿a poco no le di?
Make him pay for that. You want me to Wyatt
Ay,
Earp?
no te pases de lanza. Y me atrapó muy bien feo aquí, güey.
How you like that? Come on, kill that annoying son of a bitch.
Nah, pues, sí lo comen diciendo fresa y sabe qué, pero dije arre, donde tope un controlazo en la cabeza. Dice, sí, con razón nada más miraba que movía la boca, pero se te hacía raro. Sí, güey. La neta no me había fijado.
I wanna see you dance. You're going to the gates of hell. Damn. Be right here if you need me.
Corre.
Like a scared little puppy. Let's see what you got.
No te pases de lanza. ¿Qué me está dando? ¿Qué me está dando? Ay, ese güey que... Y uno por acá, viene por acá, viene por acá, viene por acá. Nah.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Time to dance with the devil. Kill you like I killed Morgan. You work in this class. That's my breath.
Ay, güey, le he estado dando un buen... Le he estado dando un buen al güey No le bajo nada. Que no se pasen de lances. Ay, güey, me perdí.
No one kills Curly Bill. Got no chance. No future. Come out wherever you are.
Güey, corre, 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 corre. Corre por tu vida.
You can't hide forever, boy. You made your peace, brother.
Córrele, 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 córrele. No te pases de lanza, güey.
You're going to the gates of hell. Kill that murderer, cocksucker.
Ay. No.
You can't hide forever.
No lo veo al güey.
Help me out here.
Ah, bueno, te
You're all by
pases.
your lonesome. This is it for you.
Muévete, 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 muévete.
Hey, got something for you.
Ya nomás uno, ya nomás uno.
Sand of the hell. Why is he still standing? You can't hide forever.
Ahí está.
Brocious gave me no choice
Ay.
to take his life. But Ringo
Saludos, Saúl.
was nowhere to be found.
No te había saludado porque estaba muy concentrado matando
I knew you
al
didn't kill
boss.
Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
¿Cómo andan, amigos? Platíquenme sus penas. Ya saben, aquí es es la hora de los terapeutas y estas ondas. Se pasa de volada el tiempo jugando este jueguito.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Ay, güey.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true.
Pinches acá, pulso de maraquero mal
Doc
pedo.
Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
Chale. Puro trabajo, sí, güey, ya sé. La neta no está chido eso de ser adulto, güey. No está chido. Me
I was
encantaría
paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and
hacerme
realized there
streaming
was
famoso,
real money
güey,
to
y
be
vivir de
made.
mis rentas.
That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
The Innocent.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Indeed, I did. ¿Y qué están jugando? ¿Qué estás jugando ahorita, Héctor? Platícame. Digo, si hay tiempo después del jale. Si tienes tiempo, ¿qué andas jugando, güey? De hecho, por ahí puse en la comunidad. Me acabo de comprar el Tortugas Ninja. Y
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant. And hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape. And that's where I thought I'd find him.
Encuentro la entrada de la mina. Aguanta, déjame ver si me encuentro algún No, no sé, manches. Ahí están los explosivos. A ver si lo doy. Ah, chingar, ni caso me hicieron. ¿Será que tengo que llegar a un punto para activarlos?
Oh, yeah? Who the hell is that then? Don't...
Está cerrada. Está tapado. Le estás dando al juego nuevo de Kirby. ¿Y qué tal, güey? Yo no soy fan de Kirby, la neta.
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men, but Samuel Colt made them equal.
Se aventaron la frasecita del viejo sabrosona de todos los hombres nacen diferentes, pero Samuel Colt los hizo iguales. Dejen ver a ver qué hay por acá. Ah, mira, otro pasado. Pues está chido, órale, güey. Qué chido, qué chido.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches.
You ain't beefing me.
There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings. Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life.
Ay, güey, metieron un
Stealing,
dinamitazo.
thieving, and murdering their neighbors.
I'm putting you down.
No, sí, claro que sí. Esta madre da unos madrazotes.
Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Dangerous, desperate individuals. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach.
Ay, güey.
You can't beat the innocent.
I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was touched. Or had some kind of death wish, seeing as there were barrels of gunpowder everywhere.
I like this.
One stray bullet, one stray spark, and I'd be blown to hell and gone. Did I have any second thoughts about what I was doing?
You must be about
No.
out of bullets.
I thought I was some kind of hero. Finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny.
¿No hay nada? No, pues no hay nada. Ah, chingo, ¿por dónde es? Ah, ya vi.
But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Do you know who we are?
Ow. Se fue,
I will drop you down a mine shaft.
A ver, ¿qué era? No. Ay, en la madre.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around.
Ay.
And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell.
Come out, you yellow bastard! Die!
A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
You ain't beefing me. Yellow bastard. You must be about out of bullets. I do not deserve to die like this.
Ay, en la madre.
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
Esos juegos me marean, no. No, son los perrones, güey. Bueno, a mí me gustan un chingo los juegos de...
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere,
No
a body
mames.
has to know what he's shooting at.
Escopeta recortada. Uy, güey, se cayó esa madre. Ay.
One wrong bullet could turn that mine into a dad-blasted tube.
Madres. Ay, güey. Puta madre. Echémosle la culpa al Golden Eye de 64. Nah. Pero están bien chidas, güey. Ay. Ah, chinga. ¿A dónde tengo que correr o qué?
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane.
Oh. Madres.
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side.
Sí, güey, están bien chidos, güey. No digo que están buenos, pero no los aguanto mucho. Sí, 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 la neta, los... Bueno, yo soy bien fan, soy fan de muchos géneros, pero sí, me encantan los juegos de disparos, güey. Este no me voy a cansar de recomendárselos. Está bien chido, güey. O sea, la neta está bien menso de
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time.
Ay, güey, ¿dónde estoy?
Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution. Because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith, which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell. I was determined not to give up.
Pistolero, vamos a ver. Recarga más rápido.
As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water.
Time to blow your shit up.
Este de Ranger está perrísimo.
But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
Vamos por la escalera. Ah, no, este es el... Ah, vamos por la escalera. Yo soy macho. El Star Wars Shadows of Vampire de 64. ¿Qué tiene ese, güey? ¿Qué les parece? No lo sé, güey. No lo he jugado. El Star Wars Shadows of the Empire para 64. Ah, chinga, no lo conozco, güey. Te la debo porque en la neta no lo conozco, güey. Ah, mira, un tesorito. Henry Plummer. Bueno, después los leo. Me caí, qué pendejos. No manches, no manches, no manches. Me van a matar, me van a matar. ¿Qué pedo?
You ain't beefing me.
¿De dónde me están disparando, güey? ¿Qué pedo, güey? No me dejó... O sea, yo estaba acá bien tranquis. Se pasaron de lanza, la neta. Dice... o el 007 de World is Not Enough del 64 también estaba chido. A mí me gustó, lo acabé, pero... Jugaba más en 30 minutos en... Me maleaba un chingo. Siempre... Bueno, es que también mucha gente tiene como un poquito más de resistencia a eso, güey. Pero pues también el dejarlo, llamémosle así, pues no te acostumbras, güey. Por eso es el problema. No te llegas a acostumbrar. Por lo cual, pues no aguantas nada, güey. No te pases de lanza, güey.
Nevada City. Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Ah, ya me acuerdo. Chale, eso no está chido, güey. Te tenés que medicar, güey. Qué mal pedo.
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces! This day is just getting worse and worse for you. Hey.
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take some doing.
Asómate.
You want some more? You ain't taking me!
Ay, en la madre.
I need some help here! Come on, boys! Take this cocksucker out!
Ay, te pasas de lanza. ¿Dónde estoy? ¿Dónde estoy? ¿Dónde están? ¿Dónde están? ¿Dónde están? No veo a ni uno. No, no alcanza a ver ni uno. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? Ya vi dónde estás. Ay, espérate, güey.
Sorry, son of a bitch!
No, 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 espérate, güey. Uy, no me va a desmadrar. Miau.
I'm going all medieval on your ass. They're gonna need a dustpan to pick you up.
No te pases de lanza, güey. No, 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 no. Aguanta, 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 aguanta.
You morons! Faster! You ain't taking me!
¿Dónde estoy?
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces! You're done. That is smart. No blood money for you today.
No.
Catch this, you son of a bitch!
No lo veo,
I'm
güey.
going all medieval on your ass.
Chinga. Hace rato no se vende ahí.
They're gonna need a dustpan to pick you up.
Vámonos, güey.
I'm going all medieval on your ass.
Yo pensé que me iba a cubrir ahí esa madre. Venga, 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 venga. Sí se puede, sí se puede. Va, va. ¿Dónde estás, güey? ¿Dónde estás? Ya te vi, ya te vi.
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces. You ain't taking me. Lucky shot. Time to blow your shit up.
Ah, y este para acá. Ya me ro.
I can shoot too! Lucky shot! Bastard! I'm going all medieval on your ass!
Uno. Ahí está.
Well, that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold.
Sí, es que tiene dos barras. Si
Now,
si
I
le
was
terminas la
officially
barra,
a bounty hunter.
te deja como el save state ahí, güey. Para que ya nada más le mates una barra. Pero si no matas la primera barra, güey, tienes que aventarte las dos.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself.
As the devil himself. John Wesley Harding.
Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
Ah, sí, pues sí. Está mejor así, güey. Sí, te digo, o sea, este juego realmente es muy arcade, güey. Realmente sí tiene dificultad, güey, pero tampoco es de esos juegos súper difíciles. O sea, es un juego para disfrutar, güey. Está muy chido en todos los aspectos, güey.
I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different.
¿Qué pedo? ¿Por qué
I
traigo
was
esta
there
pinche
with the
tan fea?
intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
¿Qué pedo? ¿Por qué traigo esto?
Can't get a good shot at it. Okay, now you're really pissing me off. You're dead.
I thought the Texas Rangers got Hardin.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was coldin' a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres.
Ay, ¿dónde quedó el rifle? Aquí está. Nunca en la vida cambiaría la escopeta por esa madre. Deja ver qué me encuentro por acá. Está cerrado. Adelantemos un poco. Mira. No me gustan las escopetas, güey.
To the very same saloon we're sitting in today.
Sí las odio con odio jarocho. Ay, güey, es un matadero ese güey.
Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and...
Se ve que está locochón ese güey.
Wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. Fathers and husbands, brothers and sons, men with families who cared about them. Families who put up money in hopes of finding justice. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
Shit, it's cold out here. Freezing my giblets off. Ain't right, we gotta stay out here keeping watch like this.
Ain't nobody stupid enough to go after Hardin anyway.
Better 3 hours early than a minute too late.
¿Qué pedo con las vacas güeyes?
Son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew. As most of them were wanted as well. I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hands. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcomed presence.
Ah, huevo este. Quiero tener la voz de ese güey que narra.
Yeah, you know you can't beat me.
Brother, I'm gonna make you pay for that.
Ay, cabrón, ay, cabrón. No mames, ¿qué me dio? Ya lo vi.
Tell Hardin someone's coming for him.
Stop that son of a bitch!
Let the boys know we got another law dog.
I wondered if Bob was among them.
Escopeta no, no me gustan las escopetas. Vamos a uno de Ranger. Vamos a ver si nos encontramos algo. Ya me lo terminamos. Sí, a huevo, un tesorito. Un tesorito. Bueno, nomás matamos a los siguientes güeyes y terminamos porque tengo que ir a cenar. Ya me anda de hambre. Bien cabrón.
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better.
Venga, venga, ¿dónde están? No los veo.
Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however,
A la
I would
madre.
first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers.
Ahí en la madre, ahí en la madre.
Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story.
Send him to hell!
Ah, ja, ja, ja.
I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
No te pases delante, que me dio, ya lo vi. ¿Por qué no le di? Me quedan poquitas. Ah, muy bien.
I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon.
Deja ver si me puedo volver a subir por acá. Ah, no me puedo subir. Ahí está.
Suffice it to say,
Ah,
nobody there was happy to see me.
malísimo.
Just kill Red!
In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
That asshole just kill Red? You can't.
No te pases de lanza. ¿Dónde me disparó? Ah, chinga, ¿dónde me disparó?
Gotcha!
Ya lo vi.
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived. As a moment later, I was facing down the
Más
fastest gun
rápido
in
de
the
lo
West.
exte. Puta, güey. Este va a ser acá un duelazo. Mató a un hombre por roncar, güey. Y a 40 por respirar. Está bien chingón eso.
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him.
Güey, me está dando chanza, güey.
That man was faster than grease lightning. But
¿Qué
being
pedo, güey?
inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless Avenger took his life. Shot him in the back in a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
Muy bien, bueno, aquí le dejamos, amigos. Muchas gracias por estar acá. La neta, pinche juegazo. Jueguenlo, bájenlo. Piratita, no importa si lo compran o no, porque creo que nada más es digital.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is
Ve nada más lo que
best
dice.
served cold.
Acá después de muchísimo
So
tiempo.
whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, do you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Great Wolf. Episodio 5. No, no
Yes,
le
I
di,
did,
güey.
Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation.
Voy a fumar un chingo y no sé, voy a hacer algo para hablar como ese güey. Pero acá. En español. Yo soy Batman. Bueno, amigos, ahora sí, nada más voy a entrar. Gracias, Héctor, cuídate mucho.
A
Gracias
bounty
por
was
estar
put
aquí.
on Grey Wolf's head.
Nos
and
vemos.
that's how I came to
Hasta
hunt him in the
luego.
mountains.
Recuerden,
Mountains so high
level
they tickled the
up.
nether regions of heaven.